I said boom boom boom, let me hear you say wayu. Me say boom boom boom, now everybody say wayu. Wow, what a good song. Oh hi, I didn't see you hit the play button on this final chapter of the Grail of Dank Blaze. We've received several early reviews for this complete series and wow, what do you know, Nasty Jack has gotten another 100% 5-star rating across all major platforms. Everyone is raving about this audio boom. Oh, I am so happy to be doing what I love. Cry 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 cry. I am crying tears of happiness. Cry cry. Fart. A fart is a piece of art with a little stink at the beginning. Okay, I shouldn't hold you nasties back any longer. Enjoy the final chapter of Pause for Effect, the Grail of Dank Blaze. Chapter 12, Mount Oblivion. The red scary looking forbidden sauce was flying out of Mount Doom and you know your boy was like, "Grr, I can't believe we run into problems so often." I turned to Thick the Jim and said, "Bruh, this is your fault, but like whatever, now is not the time to argue. Let's move." Thick Jim and I turned to run out of the entrance from which we came when he made a sudden stop. "Mo, check it out, Sir Nasty Jack." He pointed slightly to the west at a sign that said, "Mount Doom's Water Slide Extravaganza, the quickest and wettest way to get down the mountain and to Mount Oblivion to get the Grail of Dank Blaze." Ah heck yeah, Jimbo. A little too convenient if you ask me, but like whatever, let's roll. We walked up to the water slide and right before we hopped on, some teenage dude with a tank top that said Mount Doom lifeguard blew his whistle. Whoa, hold tight my dudes. Bro, come on, can't you see the stupid mountain is freak-a-leaking exploding? The lifeguard looked at me and was chewing some gum like this crunch-slapped slippery slop. "Sorry bro, rules are rules. Got to make sure it's clear." He peered down the safety banister to see if the end of the slide was empty. Looks like there are two very short dudes just playing around with water at the end of the slide. It ain't safe yet, buds. Grr. I looked to the bottom of the slide and saw Ferdo and Sam literally just splashing each other with water at the end of the slide. I looked back at the lava coming from Mount Doom and it was getting dangerously close to where we were standing. "Listen bud," I said to the lifeguard, "I know you get paid literally less than minimum wage and you are using the only thing you got as a weird power move, but like if we don't go down this slide right now, we are gonna die." He turned to the lava and then looked back at me still chewing his sticky gum. "Sorry kiddo, rules are rules." He looked back towards the bottom of the slide. "Okay, y'all can go. It's looking hella clear." Finally, as I climbed into the top part of the slide, he blew his whistle again. "Wait, are you even tall enough to ride this slide?" "Dude, are you kidding me? Those dudes at the bottom are clearly way shorter than me and they rode down it fine." "Oh yeah, I guess you're right," he said. "Okay, go have fun." I sat down and the water was wet. Thick Jim wrapped his legs around me. I looked back and the lava was right where we were just standing. "Let's go," I said and pushed down the slide. We started going at top speeds of 7 miles per hour and this is what I said on the way down. "Wow wow 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 wee wow 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 woo yeah I woo IUP, now this is pod racing, yeehaw yee yee splish splash boom, Mamma Mia pizzeria, wow wow fun, oh wow coolo, wow fun, oh woo oh coolo, wow wee soy ha 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 he hoo to a ha. We stopped at the end of the slide after about 304 minutes. "That was so fun," I said to Thick Jim as I hopped off the slide. Thicky the Jim smiled for the first time in 4,000 years. "Yeah dude, I had a blast, can we go again?" "Yeah okay, let's go." We ran all the way back up to Mount Doom and did the same thing again. Wow 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 wee wow 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 woo yeah I woo IUP, now this is pod racing, yeehaw yee yee splish splash boom, Mamma Mia pizzeria, wow fun, oh wow coolo, wow fun, oh woo oh coolo, wow wee soy ha 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 he hoo to a ha. "Oh, very fun even the second time," I said to Thick Jim as we hopped off the slide again. "Can we go again?" said Thick Jim. "Nah bro, we should probably go. But like we can totes come back once we get this grail to the king, you know?" Yes sir, said Thick Jim. And he frowned for the first time in 4,000 years. Bro, I'm sorry but we are like so dang close. Let's just go and get this dumb stupid grail so we can get on with our lives. Yeah you're right, said Thicky the Jim. We walked out of the exit of the slide attraction and noticed a path leading to another mountain. There was a dummy thick sign in front of it that said, "Mount Oblivion, please use caution. Watch out for snakes, bears, and live turkeys wearing yarmulkes." I looked at Thick Jim and knew he was terrified of turkeys wearing yarmulkes. "You gon' be okay?" I said to him. "Yeah, I ain't afraid of turkeys wearing yarmulkes anymore." "Ah cool. Didn't know you got over that very specific weird fear. Let's move." We began walking up Mount Oblivion. The minutes turned to hours, the hours turned to days, the days turned into weeks. After sleeping and hiking for 7 weeks, I finally turned to Thick Jim. "When are we gonna reach the top of this stupid mountain?" But right as I said that I noticed that it looked like we had finally reached a plateau. We reached the top just as the sun began to set. It looked so beautiful up here and I turned a full 360 to see all the places we have traveled in this time. The Forest of Not Chill Vibes, the Cave of Extinction. And all the other places. A single tear formed in my eye. It truly has been a rad adventure. I looked at Thick Jim who literally did not show a single emotion on his face. "So we gonna get this thing or what?" "Grr," I said as we began walking towards the middle of the plateau. There stood a very cool TV tray and upon it stood a 2 feet tall goblet, with the Taco Bell logo carved into it. It shined like gold and with the sun hitting it, it kind of made me blind so I had to throw on my very cool 8 pairs of sunglasses. I approached the grail very carefully and tried to grab it. But it wouldn't budge. Oh what the heck? Come on, we are so dang freak leaking close. Grr angry. I looked into the grail and noticed that there was some blue liquid in it. I turned to Thick Jim. "The only way to get the grail is to drink all of this stuff." I walked over to him. "I will drink it, but whatever happens, you must ensure that I drink the whole thing. No matter what I say or do. Make sure I drink all of it. It's probably gonna be a bad time. So like just make sure I drink every last drop. 'Kay? You got it Mister," said Thick Jim the thick boy. I walked back over to the grail and picked it up. Bottoms up, my guy. I took a hefty sip and realized it didn't taste at all like the Baja Blast I was hoping for. Instead it was Mountain Dew Code Red. Oh my god, why is this so bad? I mean Baja Blast is so good but this leaves literally the grossest taste in my mouth. I looked at Thick Jim in pain. Then shrugged. "Honestly, it's not too bad," I said as I took another slurp. Suddenly Thick Jim morphed onto Crash Bandicoot and the ground I was standing on became Oscar Mayer wieners. My knees felt weak and I fell to the wiener ground and stared at the sun, which turned into a GameCube logo. And I could hear the PlayStation startup sound over and over and over again coming from somewhere. Crash Bandicoot walked up to me and said, Sippy me tango ya grand putas de mamatai tablish." Crash, I don't know what you are saying. But he held the grail up to me and made me drink some more. He began speaking again. "Fizzy mizzy feet TPO maguns tack flip misbag yako I." Dude, I don't know what you are saying. Are you even speaking English? I blinked and the sky turned into the worlds from Mario Galaxy. I was having a true epic gamer moment. Then I felt more liquid going down my throat and Crash Bandicoot appeared in my vision and said, "Tip sipple moju pack moo. Bruh, stop talking. You are freaking me out." Crash started going in and out of focus and I could feel the power of God and anime taking over my soul. And then all of a sudden everything went black. Ad break. Hello nasties. There is no ad break today because I am too freaking excited to show you this finale of this boom. But first let me recite something to you. A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P O N O D J A K K E L A C D W F O F I Q E R Y U I G F D S S S S A D T Isn't that cool? Finally learned the alphabet. Okay, now back to the oi gooey oi goop gooey oi story. I opened my eyes and I could see the moon staring back at me. I could hear the nice cackling sound of a fire and Thick Jim ripping booty. I knew everything was back to normal. Phew. Thick Jim sprinted over to me. Oh my god, Nasty Jack, you are finally awake. How long was I out for? I said to Thick Jim. Like 2 minutes. It was spooky. You just kept talking about Crash Bandicoot and how you need to beat Halo 3 on Legendary difficulty with your homie who would just vibe while you destroyed everything. Yeah dude, I was straight up not having a good time. Thick Jim smiled for the first time in 9 million years. Well, we got this though. And he held up the Grail of Dank Blaze. Bruh, for real? Hot diggity nut dog, yeah. I was then filled with instant gasp and let a big rumping fart. Phew. Code Red makes me gassy. So we gon' get his back to the king or no? Yeah dude, said the biggest thick boy I know. We should go now, before we run into another freak-a-leaking problem. Yeah totes. I reached into my bag and pulled out a stone tablet and started typing on it. What are you doing? Asked Thick Jim. Calling an Uber. You know? Let's fast travel back to the castle. Within 4 minutes a carriage and 2 horses pulled up, and a dude wearing a 3-piece suit hopped off the carriage. Are you my Uber? I asked the 3-piece suit boy. He nodded. Yes sir, Nasty Jack. It is I. Uber. Ah heck yeah, let's go, Thick Jim. We hopped in the carriage and no joke we were back to the castle within 5 minutes. We hopped to the kingdom's stone ground once the carriage stopped. Thick Jim looked at the carriage and then back at me. Wait, so like it was only like 5 minutes from here? Did we take the long route? I looked back at Thick Jim. Some people call it the long route, others call it the scenic route. Grr. Said Thick Jim. We wasted so much time. Like literally 12 chapters worth. Yeah bruh, sorry. I don't make the rules. I said with a shrug and began to stroll towards the castle. We strolled up to the castle gates and before we even reached them they began to open and a knight came strolling up to us with a very cool swagger. Sir Nasty Jack, do we have good news? No doy. You think I would come back here without this? I held up the Grail of Dank Blaze. The knight peed his pants and began to cry. It's so beautiful, I am in love with it. Bruh chill. Can we please see King Arthur MacArthur X or no? The knight stood up straight and said, Yep yep. And began walking into the castle. We walked through the minuscule hallway and I saw King Arthur MacArthur X sitting on his throne looking old af and looking thick af and sipping a white claw. He smiled the second he saw me. Aye my boy, my dude, my sir, the Nasty Jack has returned. And I'm sure he would not stick his beautiful head in here without the Grail. Yeah, here you go. I tossed the Grail to him. Unlike the rumors, y'all have to drink all the stuff in it to make it move. Truly tragic. He stood up from his throne and walked towards me. It's K my boy, I always knew it wouldn't be easy. The Grail is the true magical piece, not what isn't it. He turned to one of his servants. Bring me potion. One of the servants did a deep dab and then sprinted off and returned within hours. He held up a tube with a light blue liquid in it. The king smiled at Thick Jim and I. Melted dicey. It is said to be able to reverse the curse if drank with the Grail. He dumped its contents into the Grail and slurped away. Suddenly he began to transform before my eyes into a beautiful boy. So handsome. Wow. He looked like the boy in the posters. Oh. So cool. Wow. The young king now looked at me and said, "Nasty Jack, you are a hero. Thank you." "K cool. Now when is anime night?" The king looked shocked and worried. "I'm sorry Nasty Jack. You just missed it. Grr always happens to the best of dudes." The king smiled. "But I have something you might like a little bit more." He winked. "Something that is more rare than Grail of Dank Blaze. Something that is truly the greatest treasure I own. However, I now see that I must give it to you. As a sign of how grateful I am for your thick booty." He reached into a small box and pulled out NBA Live 2003 on PS2. Wow, whoa 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 wow whoa 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 whoa. I sprinted over and snatched it from him. "I have been looking for this for years. Tai King. Tai." The king held up his hand in the hang loose sign. "EA Sports. It's in the game." "So what's next?" said Thick Jim, looking at the king and then back at me. I smiled at him. "I'm thinking Arby's."